All right, shalom, shalom. Yes, Salakia brothers, Salakia Akim. You know, I'm doing I'm gonna do a walk and talk uh, for our the spirit. Has it due to me not having the 12 tribe sign out. Just yet, so to speak. So I just want to do things decently in order. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk this strip over here by the college. You gonna see W, or I can go. Yeah, I'm gonna walk this strip, do a walk and talk. And throughout the week, as I'll be working on that 12 tribe sign. Because that's pursuant to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. You know. Matter of fact, I'll grab that first. I'll grab that first. We can close this. Yeah, I have to show all of that. You know what I mean? So what we do, I'll grab that first, and then through the spirit, we go from there. Okay. Yeah, man. So we know, pursuant to Ezekiel, first and foremost, let me start off by saying all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who are ruling well, and who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And honors to you brothers that's pushing this word and sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth, that we were scattered. We being scattered, consisting of you 12 tribes of Israel, which make up of you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Okay, as well as you confusion of face Israelites, that's been scattered throughout the provinces, the four winds, the various captivities. Yeah, brother. So yeah, going back to the original. Yeah, Salaki again. I was supposed to be out there in them highways, and I'm out here, but I was supposed to set up in one particular spot, and push there. But I don't have the 12 tribe sign, so I just asked the brother for a little advice. He was like, "Yeah, just do the walk and talk, brother, till you get the plank, man." Okay, so we're just gonna get into Ezekiel 37, and then take it from the spirit from there. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 37. And I'll start with 15. It says, "The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick." Okay, and when you go into the word stick, going back to the word plank, as the apostles and the elders broke down. Okay, is what you see them, out there with every weekend, man. The 12 tribes, son, man. Take ye one stick, right? Take thee one stick, and write upon it, for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Okay. It says, then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, okay, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. It says, verse 17, and join them one to another, and to one stick, and they shall become one in thine hands. Okay, now this is exactly what you see the apostles and elders, or you have different signs and different, ways how they can be brought out and put up, but this is what you mainly see the apostles, the apostles and the elders use, man. Okay, so when it's more for what? Edification, man. So when people woke up and they see, you know what I mean, they just don't see a lion, they see the proverbs and the byword names that we're called today, and then they see who they attain to, okay, to their respective tribes. Let me just walk over here on the sidewalk. Okay. Okay. Judah representing the so-called Negroes. Okay. Benjamin representing the so-called West Indians. Levi. Okay. The so-called Haitians. Okay. Shemayawan or the so-called Dominicans, and so on and so forth, man. Okay, it's not hard for you to Google the 12 tribe sign. Okay, going back to the scriptures. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. And for what reason? Okay, let's get into it. It says, and when the children of thy people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, okay, when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou show us what thou meanest by these? The question mark. Okay. It says 19. It says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. Representing what? The tribes ultimately what? Coming back together, man. Coming back, to not as one as all of us together, but the elect that's gonna come back to this knowledge, and furthermore, going down to the future, ultimately we are gonna come back together, man, in the kingdom. And it says, say unto them, thus said the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hands of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before thy eyes. And it says 21, and I say unto them, right? Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen. Okay, who the heathen? Okay, the heathen are starting with the primary. You go into the Psalms 83rd chapter. It tells you who all the heathen are, but we're starting with the so-called white man, which is being called Esau, which is Esau today. Okay, Esau, the Edomite, and the rest of the nations. You got the Japanese, the Chinese. Okay, the so-called Africans. Okay, which are not our people. We're every dark-skinned person are the same. No. Okay, you have the Elamites, the Ishmaelites. Okay, so on and so forth, man. You can go on. Google and type in the table of nations. Okay. Let me read that again. It says in 21. It says, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen. Okay, whither they be gone, and whither gather and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. Their own land. Because right now we're not in our own land. Okay, our homeland is being inhabited, okay, by imposters, ones who converted to Judaism. Okay, but they call themselves Jews and are not. Okay, Jewish. Okay, ISH, meaning pertaining to or of. Okay, Khazars. Okay, coming from the Khazar Empire, which really, they go back to the seed of Amalek, which is one of the 12 tribes of Esau. Okay, and it says, and I will make them one nation, and the land upon the mountains representing, government of Israel. Okay, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations. Okay, because the kingdom of Israel was, during and after the time of after Solomon, or was it after Salakia, after Solomon or after King David? But after the split of Israel, you have the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Which the northern kingdom represents Israel, which the head of the northern kingdom are starting with with Ephraim, the head tribe, and then the rest of the Latin nations, Latin tribes, and then Benjamin, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which are consisting of the southern tribe. Okay, I'll read it again. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king, okay, to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Okay, and it says, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols. Right now, the ones who are not woken up to this truth, which are mainly 2/3 of our people, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, are defiling themselves with everything that's here in America mainly, in the various, captivities, the winds. Okay, worshiping different deities, gods, defile themselves with the morals and the morality of the various captivities, which is all prophesied. Okay, going back to Deuteronomy. Okay, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. Okay, transgressions, right? Which is what? Sin is transgression of what? The law. Okay, and that laws, statutes, commandments were only given to the nation of Israel. Okay, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places. Okay, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. So then that's a clear cut for the rest of you nations who think you have a part in this thing, man. Who think you have a part of repentance or of salvation, because you set up your little churches. Okay, you set up your colleges. Think you have the philosophers to go into archaeology and going around the world to study this and to study that. So you know what I mean? You think you have a part of this truth or salvation at that, but you don't. Okay, let's get a quick precept, because we prove the apostles and elders, they always go into and have taught us these precepts, and by repetition. Let's go into another easy one. Well, not easy, but another precept. Okay, bring it out all the time. Going to Psalms, the 147th chapter, and we'll start with verse 18. Okay, it says, He sendeth out His word and melteth them. He causeth His wind to blow and the waters to flow. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the ultimate poet, man. The ultimate, a poet, man. Okay, verse 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. Okay. Verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation. He have not dealt so with any nation. Okay. And as for His judgments, right, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. All right. Praise ye Yahweh. Okay, but what, when we read this, man, you have your Christians, so to speak, who like to buck up against the truth. and through the 501c3, okay, which is basically, a tax exemption, from the government. Our people teach otherwise because what? They've been paid off. They've been bought. They sold out. Okay? So they teach otherwise. And they know the truth. Okay? They know the truth. So what's gonna happen to, what's gonna happen? Matter of fact, let's get this, because the scribes and Pharisees try to tell the apostles, okay, that they couldn't teach, in the name of Yahweh Shah. They had got beaten. St. Peter's. Okay. They try to. Oh, let's get this one too. We get this one too. Then we get another one. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, this 1 Peter 4. Let's start with 11, and then we'll skip down to the point. If 1 Peter 4 and 11, it says, if any man speak, right, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability, right, which the Most High giveth, that the Most High in all things may be glorified. Okay, see, that's the problem with these quote unquote Christians, man. They're not trying to glorify the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're on earth to please men, and mainly the ones who are in power right now, pursuant to Job 9:24, Malachi 1 and 4. Okay, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Okay, that hand representing power. Okay, and who has the power of the planet Earth right now? Ultimately, Yahweh Shah has everything under control, man. Okay, with the angelic forces, with Supreme Yahweh, but the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, dealing with the so-called white man, Esau. Okay, it's plain whose democracy and dictatorship is and who laws do we abide by throughout all the land. Okay, I'll read it again. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth, that the Most High in all things may be glorified, right? Okay? In all things, the Most High is supposed to be glorified. Okay? Through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, to whom praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Okay, I'll read 12. Beloved, think not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Yeah, coming into this truth, and then you start to learn and obtain the truth. You start going, which is sweet, very sweet. It feels very good to come in. You're Israelite. The Most High is a black man. The so-called white man going to slavery. We're gonna reap the benefits of these, you know, these heathens. We're gonna pay back the heathens. You know, all that is sweet. Okay, when you start, you know, you actually start getting into those sufferings when you out there preaching and teaching, man, and those you get those trials, man, as in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, right? It tells us, you know, my son, if thou come to serve me, what? Prepare thy soul from temptation. Okay, I'll read it again. Beloved, think think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Okay, it says verse 13, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers. Okay, partakers of Hamashiach sufferings, because what? He was the ultimate what? The ultimate prime example. The ultimate prime example. Okay, talking about who? Yahweh Shah, man. He went through sufferings. Okay, and as the scriptures say, you know, are we greater than? Is the servant greater than his master? Is the servant greater than the Lord, man? Okay, the Lord was placed on earth and put on earth, human and divine. Okay. Okay, so he had those demonic spirits and those fiery trials, you know, come to him too. Well, he bared it and sucked it up like a man, and he took it, man. He sucked it up, man, and he was on his mission, and he wasn't letting. It was all prophesied. There was nothing coming in between that. Okay, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Verse 13, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Why? Because you took up your cross, man. You bared your burden. Okay. As the scriptures say, whoever not takes his cross, you know, and followeth me, is not worthy of me, man. So that's why we're gonna rejoice. Okay, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy, Okay, verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. Okay, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. It says on their part, okay, he is evil spoken, yeah, to the heathens, to the 2/3, okay. Of their part, he is evil spoken, okay. Back then, it was talking about the wicked scribes and Pharisees, man. Okay, but on your part, he is glorified. Okay. It says, but at verse 15, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yeah, getting in other men's matters, mainly women, because that's what niggas do today. They like to push and promote songs about fucking the next man's wife. Okay, adultery. All right, it says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, hold on, because you know, people will read that and be like, oh, yeah, the Christians today, hold on. You go into Acts, okay? The first Christians were being called Christians were Israelites, which was a mockery term back then. You know, oh, those the Messiah, the Mashiachans, okay? They followed the Lord. I mean, it was a mockery term. They was Israelites being first called Christians in the book of Acts in Antioch, man. All right. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, which is concerning who? You Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. Why? Because this truth was taught to you. Okay? This truth is for you. And at the end of the day, you rejected it. So the Most High is going to reject you. There's no ands, ifs, and buts about it, man. You reject the Lord, he going to reject you. Plain and point, you know, plain and straight to the point. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, right? That us concerning you Israelites, whether you know what you know consciously and know you don't know, okay? What shall the end of them that obey not the gospel, which is that good news of the Most High? Okay, concerning you 2/3. What's the end be for you? Well, destruction. Okay? Destruction in various ways that the Lord Yahweh Shai has it set up, man. Through the whipping stick of Esau. Okay? And we're entering these times of destruction as we go back into the apostles. Oh, I mean, 2021 is and will be the year. These vaccines, the vaccine, the jab, okay, coming out. You know, supposed to hit the states Monday. You know. And who are they going to push it on? You Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians who are susceptible, I mean, to COVID. Which is all bullshit. This leads to the RFID chip, radio frequency identification. Okay? So let's read that again one time. It says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel, the good news of the Most High, man? It says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You're gonna appear in destruction, man. You're gonna appear in a fire. You're gonna appear in blood. Okay. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well-doing as unto a faithful Creator. All right. So let's go back and let's get what I originally wanted. Because what I was saying, Peter, right? Peter and the apostles, Salak, obey the Most High rather than men. Acts. Yep. Let's start there. So let's go up. Let's see how much we can get of this. And again, brother Salakia, I'm working on this. I'm working on this 12 tribe sign. That's why I started off with that. You know, I'm supposed to be out there. You know what I mean? Gotta be out there highways and byways, man. All right, so okay. Here, let's just read this whole. Let's read this whole shebang right here. Acts chapter 5, and we'll start at the tippy top. But a certain man named Ananias, right, with Sapphira, his wife sold a possession and kept back part of the price. His wife also being privy to it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. We can skip this part. We know what happened if to both of them. Okay, and Most High took their spirit. Now let's get to the point. Let's start with verse 12. This is Acts chapter 5, verse 12. It says, "And by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people." Okay, the apostles, you know, and these, we're living in the time of Acts 2 right now. You know what I mean? When you begin to see the apostles, you know, and elders do great wonders and signs, man. Okay, which is ultimately that those spiritual powers that be bestowed upon the apostles and elders, man. And by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among